What's up, guys? Luke
and Chris
back again with another Gaming Week in Review podcast,
where we talk about what has interested us in the world of video games each and every week.
Before we get started, if you enjoy this kind of content, do us a favor and smash that like button as well as subscribe with bell notifications turned on. But with that being said, let's get right into it. First thing on the docket today, we're going to be talking about something that Chris is like super excited about. I'm pretty darn excited about it too after hearing about it. And it's the Nintendo leaks.
Yes.
So we'll kind of go down them as we and talk about them as we go down the list. First one, Metroid Prime Remaster on the Nintendo Switch. I know you're more of a 2D Metroid guy.
I am a Metroid through and through. I want to be in SR388 as much as possible.
I am a Metroidvania genre fan.
Me too.
Me too. I don't really play a whole lot of Metroid games.
Yeah.
The ones that I have played are like the really old like NES Metroid. I played a little bit of Prime on like an
Super
emulator.
Metroid, right?
No.
You played NES Metroid, but you never played Super Metroid?
Yeah.
You're borrowing mine.
Yeah.
That's Super Metroid.
No, I know I'll like it.
Okay.
It's a matter of like I just haven't played it, you know?
Because the thing is, Super Metroid is so much better than the original Metroid. Like, without a doubt. Everyone's like, oh, the tunes are different and it's not as melodic. It's atmospheric.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well, I've seen you play and it looks hella fun.
And it looks good. For 1994, it is a great looking game.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's like Super Castlevania. That's a fantastic Castlevania game.
Same art style. Right?
Yeah, it's freaking beautiful. So now with Metroid Prime, I actually did play that on stream a little bit too, through an emulator on the Xbox Series X.
Which one?
I think the first one.
You played it?
Metroid Prime.
On an Xbox Series X?
I played it on an Xbox Series X
so
through an emulator.
Run me through what the controls were, because I'm really curious what your experience was with that. Like,
I don't remember, dude.
Could you look around with like a second joystick and whatnot?
No.
No, okay.
No.
I was wondering, because that kind of ruins the combat.
It's lock-on. Yeah, it's the same. It was exactly the same game. It's just an emulator.
I was just making sure.
Yeah. So I played it and I did enjoy what I played. I just didn't enjoy it enough to
Hotel
continue
Castlevania. Welcome to the Hotel Castlevania.
So the next game, or do you have anything else to say on the
Prime?
Yeah.
So we were kind of talking earlier about how he does not like the idea of a remaster being $60.
My gosh. Yeah, that's.
And I think that the Prime series has a lot of potential. Like, it could be a really good looking game. I mean, look at Dread.
Yeah.
So with that being said, like, I don't know if $60 is a big deal, but if that's what it, because think about it, Nintendo, yes, they're publishing this, but the developers are still an indie studio.
Yeah.
It's the Steam Mercury guys.
Yeah.
Mercury Steam, something like that. Which, going into the next one from there, Samus Returns Remaster. Also made by Mercury Steam on the 3DS.
Right.
Did you play that one?
No, of course not.
No.
So let me ask you this though.
Yeah.
Metroid Prime.
Yes.
When it comes out, do you think remaster on the Switch? Do you think it's going to be profitable?
I don't think so.
What? How not? How wouldn't it be?
Everybody wants Metroid Prime 4. The people who want Prime 4.
They're gonna buy Prime.
Everyone's
gonna buy this
60.
freaking game. It's a remaster. Like it's not. They're not remaking the game.
Right.
They're just taking the old game, adding a few textures, giving it kind of a new coat of paint, and putting it on the Switch.
Sound design too. The old sound design is good in some areas, but doesn't hold up in others.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they do, maybe they don't. You could sell this for $40. In my opinion, you could sell this for $40. Don't worry about chat right now.
Okay.
You can sell, in my opinion, you can sell this for $40 and be completely profitable.
Okay.
But Nintendo, they like to milk the cow. They know you're gonna go out and buy it, So they just like, screw it, we're gonna put everything at $60. But if we didn't buy it, then they would eventually start to like wise up and drop it down. Right. Or here's another idea: Metroid Prime Trilogy.
Yeah,
$60. That's a hell of a freaking deal.
Absolutely.
I would be 100% okay with $60 for a trilogy. I pay $80. I wouldn't pay $100.
I did pay $100 for the trilogy on the Wii.
Yeah. Well, after the fact.
Right.
But like, that's like, yeah, dude, they already did a trilogy on the Wii. But we're getting Metroid Prime remaster on Switch for $60. That's just dumb to me. I don't know
what their plans are with Metroid, but I think with the success of Dread and the re-entry of the Metroidvania genre, not just in indie but like AAA with Nintendo, I think they're planning on dropping like Metroid, and then my guess is, and this is completely off record, no leaks, nothing, I don't know. I think they're gonna kind of milk Metroid in the same way they would like Splatoon, where they make like an online shooter. They already tried to do that with the 3DS with Federation Force, so I think they might give that another shot.
Yeah,
and make a battle royale Metroid, which I don't know, but
a multiplayer would be kind of fun.
Well, I'm hoping they just add a multiplayer to Prime.
Oh yeah,
you know, Prime had a multiplayer. It was really fun. Not online, I don't think, but like local multiplayers, turn that into online.
Yeah,
play with your buddies, play with friends.
That'd be freaking cool.
I think it'd be really cool. Because I'd love to play. I'd love to share Prime with people.
Yeah. Samus Returns remaster. So that's the 3DS port, right?
Yes, so it is a remake of the Return of Samus on the original Game Boy, which was very limited, no color. They did have color, light blue and dark blue. It was very basic, but overall a good game. The general consensus is you are hunting down every last Metroid. It's the predecessor to Metroid 3, Super Metroid. Every time, the gameplay isn't like big open world. It is about 3 linear paths you can take. At the end, each is a Metroid. A boss would be like an Alpha Metroid, Omega Metroid, Beta Metroid, that kind of thing. And then as you kill these Metroids, you go back to the hub area, and the acid goes down, and then you can discover more until you get to the Queen Metroid. However, the remake did a much better job, because it's not a remaster, it's a remake. And it did a much better job with the controls. It was very controversial at first, the locking, and you could like move like this as opposed to just, you know. I love the way that game handles, and they implemented a lot of that in Dread, and Dread did great, so it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it looks like Metroid's getting kind of a resurgence. Like, we haven't really seen this level of Metroid
We've been waiting.
support.
Where were you guys?
Yeah, seriously. Like,
we've all been waiting.
He's been waiting. Like, God.
I love Metroid. But I didn't love Metroid until, like, 2017, where I got the classic, and I played Super Metroid, and then I just went headstrong into Metroid.
Yeah, they're great games. I mean, it spawned a genre. It's got to be at least kind of good.
Spawned half of a genre.
Yeah.
The other half is my other favorite series, so.
Exactly. Breath of the Wild 2, we got some new information. Can you kind of elaborate on that?
I don't know a ton about this. I guess we got more information regarding the setting of it, which is, I believe, still kind of in that same world.
Okay.
I don't know a ton about Breath of the Wild original.
Moving on.
But yeah, everybody, we are here to tell you to go look it up yourself. I thought you had some. Okay, Zelda is confirmed. Link confirmed. Bad guy confirmed.
Yep. Yeah. Zelda Twilight. Now, I do know a little bit about this. Zelda Twilight Princess and Wind Waker coming to the Nintendo Switch. That is fantastic. Can't help but say the same thing with, like, as with Metroid Prime. It would have been cool to see a trilogy. I get it, though. It is Zelda.
What would they add?
2 Zelda games. Are they... So, I'm pretty sure these 2...
Skyward Sword's already on the Switch. So what would they add besides Twilight Princess and Wind Waker?
Skyward Sword.
It's already on the Switch.
I know, but it could have all been released together.
In one game.
Yeah, one.
I gotcha.
Yeah, one GameCube trilogy.
My theory is that there were issues with Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, like trying to port them, and it wasn't done in time. Because remember, Skyward Sword released really close to the anniversary.
Yeah.
So I think that maybe that was the plan. And then it delayed, and they didn't want to tell everybody, so they just released Skyward Sword.
Yeah.
Because it was a weird pick, I think.
Yeah.
It's not the most popular Zelda game.
Yeah, and I think Twilight Princess really needed its kind of... Like, we saw Wind Waker HD, we saw Skyward Sword HD, but I don't think we saw Twilight Princess HD on the Wii U, so...
I think there's a port and that's it.
I think Twilight Princess got released from GameCube/Wii jail here, and it's able to kind of get a new coat of paint and just be on the Switch platform, which is the system that we want to play all of our games now. So
for now,
I mean, if you're gonna play, you're gonna play a game in 2022, and it's like a retro port, you want it to be on the Switch. I mean,
my Switch has become the retro first-person shooter mainstay for me.
Yeah,
it's got everything: Doom, Quake, even some indies on there. It's
fantastic.
Perfect. It's perfect.
Okay. Mario Kart. New Mario Kart is in the making. It's going to be a little bit different.
It's going to be a lot different. Not even called Mario Kart, I don't think. But it's the makers of Mario Kart.
Makers of Mario Kart. So it's kind of a Mario Kart sort of Smash Bros. Smash up. That's pretty cool. Kirby 30th anniversary is this year? I think so.
I believe so.
It's yes. I think they all came out in it was Mario, Zelda, Kirby. So Kirby 30th anniversary, great news. I love the Kirby series. Games are really easy, but they're super fun. And I was actually I think I told you guys this story before in the past when I was doing my other podcasts, but I actually went to Thailand a couple years ago. And Kirby's a great game when you're introducing someone new to video gaming.
That makes sense.
And like in Thailand, guys, they're like poor, man. They can go to a like an internet cafe and pay like 30 baht, which is equivalent of like $1 US, and like play on a computer for 15 minutes, but they can't afford to buy a Nintendo Switch and a game. So they're not gamers over there. They play with rocks and sticks like legit. They don't really have much.
Which reminds me, Rocks and Sticks remaster coming this fall.
Coming soon. Rocks and Sticks.
Rocks and Sticks are getting remastered.
Dude, yeah!
RTX.
I'm so freaking hyped, bro.
Yes, dude.
I'm so hyped. But yeah,
I'm more of a stick hoop guy. I hope that gets remastered.
Yeah, hula hoops, stick hoops, Cowboys and Indians.
Jump rope. I'd love a port,
Dude.
Hopscotch? Dude. Where are the hopscotch fans at?
Dude, Cowboys and Indians too, bro.
They're not going to make Cowboys and Indians nowadays, man. They wouldn't even let the teams have their names.
So anyways, yeah, it was a great game to introduce these kids because my sister-in-law, was cutting hair, and like the families would come and they'd be getting their hair cut, and the kids got nothing to do, so I'm like, hey, come over here. And I'm like the only white guy they've probably ever seen.
Hey, come over here.
Yeah. It was a little
play a Game Boy, buddy.
It was totally not like that, but it was still a little bit weird. They're like, like, who are you?
Yeah, I get you.
But I'd get them there and I'd sit them down. They don't have no idea what they're looking at. And they'd go from that to they're like laughing and they're having fun and they're playing this game. And I think if I would have put them into a game like Hollow Knight or like, a game that's like known as being a difficult game or Cuphead or something like that, they probably wouldn't have that same experience.
There's a special place in hell for you if you do that.
Yeah, straight
you,
up.
Turn someone away from gaming for life. Like, I love Hollow Knight. It's one of my favorite games.
Yeah.
But if I introduce someone to gaming and I'm like, here's Hollow Knight.
Yeah, straight up, dude. Straight up.
They're gonna hate games as long as they live.
Yeah. So yeah, like they're having fun and they're playing it. So that's what I love about Kirby is that you can bring a new gamer into gaming with Kirby games. And this new one, I mean, this game looks really cool. It's a 3D like kind of RPG sort of, I don't know, like
it's a 3D action platformer.
Yeah,
with explorative. It's a Nintendo game.
But it's like
it's
Kirby's
like Mario
not,
3D Land with Kirby.
Kirby has been kind of regulated to 2D smaller games for so long that it's cool to see Kirby in kind of a more epic adventure, kind of, you know, the 3D action platformer genre, which is really awesome. So it's called Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I'm sure we will learn more about it in the next Nintendo Direct. By the way, new Fire Emblem game coming out. Anything?
Fire Emblem is expensive.
I got nothing. Pass. No,
I sold a GameCube game for $300 and it still keeps me awake.
Path of Radiance. A new Mario Rabbids game, Sparks of Hope, is coming out. I love Mario Rabbids.
I'll let you take this one.
I do like tactical RPGs. You know, on special occasion and like certain moods. I had a blast with Mario Rabbids. It's hilarious. The story is really fun and creative. It's developed by Ubisoft, and for Nintendo to let like another company develop their like main IP is a feat in itself. And
that's happening more though, because Crypt of the Necrodancer's developer, it escapes me right now, but they made Cadence of Hyrule, and I was really surprised to letting a AAA company use your
that's
IP.
true.
That's different. Letting an indie company use your IP.
Yeah, that's
that was trust, man. That was trust.
Yeah, and I'm glad to see it because they made a wonderful game in Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle. I played that game for hours, and it was one of those games you can like. The thing that I love about the Switch is you just disconnect the Joy-Cons. You're resting your arms right here, and you got your big screen set up. It's docked, and you're just playing your freaking Switch. And, like, that's the type of game that you can just sit back, relax on a Sunday afternoon when you're exhausted from the previous work week, and just relax and play a game. And I just had a blast through the whole thing. It was challenging, but it was not like overbearingly hard.
I've heard it gets like you have to think, but if you actually think, it's not that hard.
It's like a chess match. It's just like Advance Wars or Fire Emblem or like any of these sort of games.
Reaching clear, limited runs first game.
But it doesn't take itself super seriously. It's like it's hilarious. Like there's this one boss that you fight against. He's an opera singer. And he's got this whole tune, and it's hilarious. It's fun. It's Mario. It's Rabbids. It's just awesomeness
all together.
So I'm super excited for the new one. And finally, we have Final Fantasy Pixel Remasters. Everyone was disappointed when this game came out, and it ended up being on just PC and the mobile ports. So now this is finally announced to be coming on Nintendo Switch. Okay. So if you are a Final Fantasy fan, which I don't think either one of us are, but
I like the story of Final Fantasy VII. I like what it's about, and I like what it stands for. But the gameplay of Final Fantasy, like it's over here, and I'm like way over here.
I fall asleep. I literally tried to play Final Fantasy VII.
Any turn-based game I play, like I'll play. I love the world of Shin Megami Tensei: Strange Journey on the DS. You're in this weird space hell, talking to demons, befriending them, making them fight for you. It's really interesting.
Interesting.
But also it's a great game to fall asleep to. Like I'll put in, and as soon as you hear that operatic like tune,
you're like.
You're not from around here. No, I'm not. Exactly.
Yeah, so neither one of us are huge Final Fantasy fans, but I'm sure that there are a ton of people out there that are really excited for this. You can play all the Final Fantasy games on your Nintendo Switch now.
All of them.
How freaking cool is
all
that?
The
2D.
Okay.
So like NES,
PlayStation,
NES, Super Nintendo, and PlayStation 1.
Has it always been like? Has Genesis never seen a Final Fantasy?
No.
Has Xbox?
Fantasy Star is the Genesis Final Fantasy or Secret of Mana.
Gotcha.
One of those two. I'm just not a JRPG.
Secret of Mana was on Super Nintendo, man.
Just can't do JRPGs. All right, Limited Run News.
Yeah, Limited Run News.
This week, just like every other week, we're going to be talking about the games that are currently out. That's how we're going to start this week is games that are currently out for the for pre-order through limited run. And the first game that we're going to be talking about is Lair of the Clockwork God. Lair of the Clockwork God.
Take a look.
And this game looks really cool.
It does.
It's a single player.
It is.
Side-scrolling adventure. It's kind of gives me Super Meat Boy vibes as far as like the graphics and stuff goes. You're playing as two idiots that basically you have to like switch back and forth, almost like the Medium, or there's a lot of games that do it where you have to switch back and forth to solve puzzles and to traverse and to get through each level. So it's just kind of a great game for anyone that's a collector, retro gamer, and enjoys a little bit of challenge, because this game is gonna absolutely kick your ass.
It's got a bit of challenge to it. Ben and Dan are actually based off of the creators, the developers. Size 5 Games. They make a lot of comedy games, and the characters are always Ben and Dan. So this is the first full-length game that they've made, and it's got a lot of like really good dialogue. Very like, they're real friends in real life. So the dialogue is very natural and fun, kind of crude. Almost
it Takes Two kind of vibe.
Yes, kind of vibe, just not the gameplay. So Ben is like super slow, and it's with him, when you're controlling Ben, it's a point and click adventure game with some puzzle elements. To do platforming, Ben piggybacks onto Dan, who is the fast indie platformer. And basically it's got a lot of tight platforming. I've heard the controls are very good. This game is getting really good reviews, like rave reviews. Good world.
Yeah, it's a limited run release. Like, this is a game that deserves to have a physical copy. So
for sure,
really good stuff. Don't know why that popped up, but so basically with this game, we're gonna be getting a standard edition. So it's gonna have a PS4 and a Switch release. So
awesome.
You can get it on either system. We're gonna get it on.
I just got it on Switch.
Yeah, I
got literally doing research for this video. I bought the game for my Switch.
Yeah,
it looks fun.
He's downloading it as we speak.
It's downloaded, bro. I just haven't played it yet.
So yeah, it has a PS4 version, but we're all getting it on the Nintendo Switch. And it has a standard edition for $34.99 as well as a collector's edition.
Wow.
And what we have here as far as the collector's edition goes, this guy is $84.99, which is not bad if you're a fan of this game. Has really beautiful artwork, kind of reminds me of the Fallout series. And this one comes with a physical copy of Lair of the Clockwork God for Switch, obviously. Lair of the Clockwork God reversible cover art, Lair of the Clockwork God original soundtrack.
I think they know it's Lair of the Clockwork God.
the manual, art cards, Ben's journal, 9x7 canvas print, a 18x24 poster, and a little pin for $84.99.
Gotta have the enamel pin.
Gotta have the enamel pin, dude. I'm sure there is a ton of enamel pin collectors. Their entire wall is covered with nothing but enamel pins.
There's a shop in Boise that literally just sells enamel pins. Like, that's their whole thing.
See?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's out there.
It's great. It's great. Yeah. So this one looks really good. I'm really excited to check it out. I'm
stoked about the CD soundtrack. Like, I have to assume the music's good.
Yeah.
I love being able to just pop it in my car and listen to something.
Dude.
Or in my portable DVD player, which I'm sure everybody has. Everybody has one of those.
Yeah.
In the modern age.
100%. Yeah. Dude, I got like 3 in my closet, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. You need backups.
Yeah, of course.
All right, next game is Monster Sanctuary. This guy is...
What? It's loading.
It's a Metroidvania style.
Okay, I can take this one.
Yeah, please take it.
This game is a Metroidvania, but it also looks like it's got turn-based combat and a Pokemon-style evolution to the creatures.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what was really confusing me. It's by Team 17. My personal connection with those guys is Blasphemous, the insanely difficult side scroller, and everybody's favorite ukulele.
Oh my god, this is awesome.
It looks pretty cool. Now, the company that made this game is called Moirai Games. They started in like 2019, and I haven't played any of their stuff, but they all got good reviews.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm not gonna say I'm like gonna play this exactly because I'm not a big fan of turn-based, but this does look fun.
This reminds me of Gunvolt. Oh, it is turn-based.
It looks turn-based, yeah.
It looks like it's almost side-scrolling, but turn-based. Interesting.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. This game is like an amalgamation of genres. You've got evolution, you've got skill trees, you've got side-scrolling, you've got Castlevania style movement and map design. I'm not really sure. I'd like to imagine what would be really cool is if the different things you can do with the animals helped with exploration and traversal. That would be really cool, which it looks like a couple times they equip like a fire character. Yeah, like see that right there.
Oh yeah, so you can go underwater with the water
Exactly.
type.
That's what Castlevania and Metroid are all about, is constantly exploring and I can't think of the word right now, but just basically making the traversal better and better and better.
Oh my god, this looks
different games.
This looks really cool, guys. I don't know about you, but I definitely think that this is one that I will be picking up and trying out because I just want Pokemon games to do different things, and this is kind of a nice I don't know, kind of counter to Pokemon games.
Absolutely.
It looks like it's not like been done a gajillion times. So I think it's
Where's this one come with, man?
So this one comes in two different versions. You have the PS4 and the Nintendo Switch. You know, we're gonna get it for.
Pixel game. Why are you getting it on the PS4?
Yeah.
You don't have room for this game on the PS4. Your Call of Duty is 300 gigabytes.
Yeah. Your Call of Duty, and then in a close second you have Apex Legends and Fortnite. You can't own this game, guys, if you have a PS4. I'm sorry, but the Nintendo Switch has ample room for it. So
absolutely,
we're gonna definitely be getting this one on the Switch. This one does come with a standard edition for $34.99, as well as a collector's edition.
What does that look like? Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is,
Look at that.
and it's only $64.99. That's a very inexpensive. I mean, I might just pick up the collector's edition. I haven't even played this game, but you know what? Comes with a lot of cool stuff. Physical copy of Monster Sanctuary on Switch. Comes with the collector's edition box, a 2-disc original soundtrack, which is probably a banger, and a 200+ paged soft cover Monster Journal art book. Dude, that's just worth for the art book. It's 200+ pages.
It looks like an art book mixed with a guide. Like, see the skill trees there?
Yeah. It gives you all the skill trees,
that
and
might be worth it.
This definitely looks like it's worth it.
I am seeing like a format here that Limited Run seems to be doing, where it's like an art book and a CD soundtrack. And if not a CD soundtrack, it's an LP.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah. I mean, like, they probably have a formula, kind of like when we start this podcast.
Yeah.
We have a formula. We have an intro and an outro, and we have, like, you know, we know what the pacing and stuff is going to be. But you know, we just kind of change up the images and stuff. So yeah, I mean, it's got kind of a consistency to it.
Yeah.
Next game, we have Valis, the Phantasm Soldier. I just butchered that. It's
the Phantasm
Valis
Soldier?
Phantasm Soldier Collection.
Now, this has been out digitally, and I don't think physically, but this has been out in Japan, and at the moment, I believe at the moment, it is only available in Japanese. The launch of this is going to match the launch of the American version. Now, it's not confirmed if the American version is going to have subs or dubs, but this game came out in 1986, and it has full, like, voice-acted, animated cutscenes, which is crazy.
That's insane.
Now, you'll see here, this doesn't look like a game that came out in 1986, at least not on the Genesis or the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
So this is the PC
game. I see.
So you got Valis 1, 2, and 3. And just a quick little overview. Valis is about basically a schoolgirl who is destined to protect 3 realms.
Ah, okay.
That's all I know about it, but like that scene right there.
That looks dope.
And then she goes
That's badass.
That looks cool to me, and I think I'm gonna pick this one up.
Yeah, this game looks freaking sick.
Now I think what's taking them so long with the American version is that
the dub
game, not just the dub, even if they're doing only subs, the menu lets you access all of the original manuals, like print screened into the menu.
Oh, sick.
So, but that's a lot of Japanese to translate.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if they want to make it look good. So I think that could be taking what's long. Could be dubs. You know, that could be cool.
Yeah.
But you can tell it's definitely put together with a lot of care and by people who care about the story and the legacy of this game. You know? Yeah. Because, I mean, if you look at the date, this type of gameplay looks like Castlevania, but it predates Castlevania. So that's a little interesting, juicy
factoid. Little factoid throw your way. So this one comes with a Switch release.
Yes!
No other release. Not for any other platform. Not that we were gonna buy it for those platforms, but it's not on any other.
The great thing about the Switch release is that this could be considered the definitive version, but it's missing Super Valis 4. Guess where you can find that?
On the PS4?
No, on the Switch.
On the Nintendo Switch!
It's on there. If you subscribe to them yearly, you get that game in the Super Nintendo section. So that is everything you need.
Sweet. So we have a standard edition for $39.99. We have a collector's edition.
What does that look like?
And that is $89.99.
Wow, this is way cool.
As well as a 3 LP soundtrack for $59.99. Collector's edition comes with a physical copy of Valis, the Phantasm Soldier Collection for Switch. Reversible cover sheet featuring art from North American release of Valis 3. Valis and the Phantasm Soldier Collection 4-disc original soundtrack on physical CD. That's reversible cool. 18 by 24 Valis the Phantasm Soldier Collection poster. 3 Valis the Phantasm Soldier Collection art cards. PVC Valis sword keychain.
Now is that Valis? Is that the Phantasm?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You didn't clarify, so I was just checking.
Yes. I apologize.
Yeah.
It's a PVC Valis
the
Phantasm Soldier Collection keychain.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. And a set of 3 pins. So not only do you get 1 pin, but you get 3 pins.
Are they enamel though? That's the real question. It doesn't say.
Yeah. They look a little like shinier.
They look like they're actually like 3D actually.
Yeah, they actually look like they were not even physically made yet, so they probably don't even know.
They do look like
it's already out. It's available right now. They don't even know what it is.
It's available right now, but when are the people actually going to get their copy?
2
to 3
business years. Yeah, you're gonna get it in 2 to 3 business years by the time it releases, but pre-orders are available right now. And the final game is Blacksmith of the Sand Kingdom.
I didn't do any. You didn't tell me about that one.
So yeah, Blacksmith of the Sand Kingdom is another.
You have a trailer for it?
Yep, I do. There it is.
It looks like this.
Oh wait, hold on.
It's by Kemco. Kemco makes video game.
Blacksmith of the Sand Kingdom is another kind of a turn-based sort of Square Enix sort of game. It's a tactical RPG, so you kind of have that chess style of gameplay where it's turn-based and you're taking turns and fighting each other. Also has a bit of a dialogue and
I can't hear it. Is it voice actor?
No. It's a it's a secret. It's a freaking Secret of Mana game. Give me a break here. But it's it's one of those.
It's one of those. I really don't mind these types of games when they have good stories, but they gotta be voice acted, man. You want me to read like a 30-hour game?
Yeah,
I can't even read a book.
So this game reminds me, and I was talking to Chris about it. It reminds me of that game that everyone flipped out about when the Switch first came out, and I keep forgetting the name of it.
Octopath.
Octopath Traveler. It has kind of the same graphics of it too, but it's a turn-based tactical RPG. Actually, no, it looks like it's kind of a JRPG.
Yeah, it looks like Final Fantasy.
Now that I look at it, it's a Final Fantasy game. If you guys are into those, then it would be great for you. It's got animals. It's got anime characters. It looks...
That looks like a Bayonetta ripoff at the very top there. That just looks like they ripped Bayonetta.
Yeah.
Straight up.
It's a game. It's a game, guys. This one has a couple different releases. A PS5, PS4, which is actually sold out right now, and a Nintendo Switch release. And it only comes in a standard edition because it's a...
I wonder why. It's a standard game.
Yep. It's a regular old run-of-the-mill JRPG sort of game. But it's only $34.99, and it is available for pre-order right now. So if you guys want to check that out, you can go ahead and check it out. And I just don't have much to say about it, to be honest. I'm sorry, I was a little bit unprepared.
If Limited Run had more coming out, then yeah. Now it is to be said, it's kind of in like the last stand thing, but for the people watching the live stream, the Castlevania. They're not Legacy. The Symphony of the Night. What's it called? Requiem? Yeah, Castlevania Requiem. A lot of collectors stuff like that is coming out for it. And so yeah, for the people, it's in last chance right now. But for the people on stream, maybe go check it out if you're really into Castlevania. Yeah. If you're not into Castlevania, don't talk to me. I don't want to have a conversation.
And actually, we didn't put it up here because it's like we're just kind of getting back into it. I'm trying to catch up with a bunch of them at the same time, and it is in last chance, which we didn't do previously because it was making these things way too long. So unfortunately we weren't able to do a full thing on it, but it does look really cool.
Oh, Requiem! You guys, it's Symphony of the Moon or Symphony of the Night and Rondo of Blood, I think.
No, I know the game looks cool. The collector's edition looks freaking
very cool.
Has a coffin and stuff.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to see it when I'm 70.
Yeah. It's when it gets delivered to his house at 70 years old.
They'll teleport it to my house at that point.
Yeah, at that point, yeah.
Beam me up, Scotty.
Yeah, Amazon will just send their the delivery guys will just open up a portal in the space-time continuum and just walk through and ring your doorbell.
Yeah, pretty much.
It'll be great. Okay, so that's gonna do it for today, guys. But we do have one last thing, which is our comment.
Comment of the freaking week. It's the comment of the week. It's the comment of the week.
Our comment of the week.
Comment of the week. Comment of the freaking week.
So this comment is kind of special to me because it's actually my mom.
Aww.
Yeah, my mom left this comment. It was on I think it was the newest Switch repair video that I did. And she said, LOL, what is that hair, Lukey? And I've cut it since then. It's still kind of a curly mop, but there's no longer a brony tail. So, it's a little shorter now. So, Mom, hopefully you are a little more satisfied. Get a good kind of look at it. A little more satisfied with that.
Mom, I'm not cutting my hair, so no matter what you say.
Kind of got a fade going, so hopefully your son is doing you proud. But that's going to do it for us this week, guys. Thank you so much for joining the podcast. If you got value out of this podcast, let us know by smashing the like button, as well as comment down below. Are you super excited about the new Metroid games? Are you excited about Kirby? Are you excited about freaking Final Fantasy or any of the Limited Run stuff? Let us know by commenting down in the comment section down below. And finally, if you want to support us monetarily, we do have a Patreon where you can go and kick us a little cash and get a few goodies in return. But that's going to do it for us. Luke
and Chris
from 8-Bit Plus signing out, and we'll see you in the next one. God bless.